Thank you. Our fourth witness is Dr. Patricia Keir, who's the first Chancellor of the Eastern Iowa Community College District. Prior to her arrival in Iowa, Dr. Keir spent 5 years as president of San Diego Miramar College. She was also the Executive Vice President and Provost at Lansing Community College in Michigan. As Chancellor, Dr. Keir oversees the Eastern Iowa Business and Industry Center, which offers a number of services and programs to aid local business development. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chairman Braley and Ranking Member Davis. I am the Chancellor of Eastern Iowa Community College District, a district which includes Clinton, Muscatine, and Scott community colleges, and incorporates small urban, suburban, and primarily rural communities. Since all three of our colleges sit on the Mississippi River, our district also participates in a number of bi-state economic and workforce development initiatives with Illinois, particularly in the Quad Cities. I would like to address the role that the nation's community colleges can play in preparing the workforce for this emerging and exciting biofuels and ag product small business sector, and how our participation could best be led and structured. How are we going to efficiently and effectively prepare a workforce to meet the needs that everyone is talking about? I confidently recommend a leadership role for community colleges. There are more than 1,200 community colleges distributed across the United States. Community colleges are often the only educational institutions and thus the primary source of workforce training for many rural areas. No other segment of higher education is more responsive to its local community and workforce needs. Given the explosion of interest in bioenergy, particularly in the Midwest, we need to rapidly develop and deploy education and training programs to meet the emerging needs of the many related small businesses popping up everywhere. In general, the types of jobs key to supporting projected growth in ethanol can be divided into thirds. Individuals needing short-term training, individuals needing associate degrees, technicians, and graduates with 4-year and advanced degrees. Community colleges are the starting point for all of these levels of training with their non-credit and short-term program options, their 2-year associate degree programs, and their mission to prepare students to transfer successfully into 4-year colleges and universities. Building awareness of the small business workforce opportunities in this new field is also essential. Clearly, the U.S. needs to gear up to create and prime the pipeline with up-and-coming agricultural-based technicians, scientists, and engineers. But today's young people and re-entry adults are entering a buyer's market. There is no shortage of industries and types of business vying for their attention in their career choice. We must make career awareness of the bioenergy field a priority in our nation's middle schools, particularly in rural areas, since middle school years are the best times to influence students and parents regarding career choice and how to prepare for that career. Again, because community colleges, and particularly community colleges in rural areas, are so tightly connected to their local K-12 systems and have articulated a seamless transition for many students in high school into college-level coursework, we are well positioned to fill the pipeline with short-term certificate training to upgrade the current workforce for these jobs. There is no doubt, certainly in Iowa, that individual community colleges have already eagerly stepped up to individually develop bioenergy programs to meet local needs. However, I would like to make the point that a more systematic, collaborative approach would streamline the process, reducing duplication or an excess of training programs, making sure everyone has access to the most up-to-date, thorough curriculum, and acting in concert to be sure that we don't create an oversupply of technicians in some parts of Iowa and an insufficient number in others. There is a model for optimum preparation of coordination and responsiveness. Through its Advanced Technology Education Program, the National Science Foundation has created a system through the nation's community colleges to educate technicians for all of the high technology fields critical to our nation. The ATE program fosters partnerships between academic institutions and employers to promote improvement in the education of science and engineering technicians at the undergraduate and secondary school levels. At the Eastern Iowa Community College District, for example, we host the National Science Foundation Center of Excellence in the area of energy and the environment. Our ATEC Center serves as a resource and clearinghouse for curricula and training materials, professional development of faculty, and program improvement strategies. And then the results of our work are shared with other community colleges throughout the nation and through them into their K-12 and business partners. Reinventing the wheel is minimized, and a community college seeking to meet local training needs can quickly turn to us as a resource to implement needed programs in their local areas. To me, America's rural landscape is a very exciting place. Our farms are emerging as primary source of materials to address our nation's energy and sustainability challenges. Research is showing us more and more interesting uses of biomass. Small businesses are popping up everywhere in response to this ongoing transformation. However, given the intellectual challenges of this new field and the, quote, depopulation of many of our rural areas, we must commit to choosing a systematic, efficient, and forward-thinking system of bringing workers into the field and training them to meet its demands at every level. I believe that our agricultural sector, long known for feeding the nation, will assume the role of fueling the nation. Small business will play a key role in making this transformation a reality. Located throughout the nation, accessible to all, closely tied to K-12 and to our universities, known to be responsive to local business and to move quickly, community colleges should be regarded as a leader in the meeting of workforce demands of small bioenergy businesses. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my thinking with you and my enthusiasm for the nation's community college system.
Thank